of someone not being in this world anymore. And it is her. It is 100% on her. Because while there were other factors that would have got into it, if you're the person that tips someone over the edge, you're to blame. And I don't care what anyone says about that. She is 100% to blame. She really is.
She can deny it till she's blue in the face, but at the end of the day, we all know what. And it's likely that she won't give a crap, but we all do.
Yeah.
And
this is the thing we all do. We all care. We all care about everyone that's involved in this and everyone that's involved with her. And if anyone needs any support, please reach out. Please reach out to your family, your friends, to me, to anyone that's in here. You will get support. You will be supported. I promise you. Yes, unfortunately, Aria, it is 100% true. It is 100% true, unfortunately. I'm getting my phone, at the top of my phone screen, it's literally full of messages from people about it. And I can't give the name.
I would also say if you're on the chronic illness community, or just in general, you know, be aware of who you're speaking to. Have your wits about you and don't trust anybody. Unless you know them for sure, unless you know them to the back of your hand, take what they say with a pinch of salt, and don't, because they will use you. They will, you know, if they get any sign that you are vulnerable, they will use you and they will rip you to shreds, as Kirsten has done with so many people.
Yeah. She uses people up and then spits them out.
It's just ridiculous.
It's exactly what she does. She will use you up. She will get whatever she can out of you, and then she will just spit you out. And the thing is, she is a master manipulator, and she is very clever at what she does because she loves bombs, and then she will convince you to do things for her that you wouldn't usually do in your normal life. You wouldn't even think twice about doing, but you'll do them for her. And then she'll get you to tell you tell her your entire life story, and then she'll use it against you when she decides that you're no longer of use. If you say no to her, if you do something that she doesn't like, she will just go, okay, then you're done, you're dead to me, and then she'll tell all of her followers and all of her mods, don't trust that person, she's lying, she's done X, Y, and Z to me. So she'll say those things, and then she'll declare to everyone that there is nothing wrong with that person. She did it with me. She said there was nothing wrong with me at all. The only thing I had wrong with me was fibro and obviously mental health problems, and then said that I had delusions and that I told her I had delusions. Didn't happen because I don't. I mean, obviously I have delusions that I'm amazing, but, you know, don't we all have that delusion?
Yeah, it's just, it's scary, like, it's dangerous, like, you know, this is one person that we know about.
Yeah.
But out of the 500 plus people that have come forward, you know, how many people have thought, you know, sat at home as a victim of her bullying, her abuse, her narcissism, and basically have thought, you know,
I did.
About.
I did.
Yeah.
And it was the first time. It was the first time since I've had my son. Because it's not even entered my head because of the fact that I've got a child and he needs his mum. And it hadn't entered my head at all since he was born, and, well, since I found out I was pregnant with him. And I was so close. I was so close because I couldn't hack it anymore. The amount of abuse she sent me in messages, the amount of crap that I got from her other followers was horrific because of her. And I didn't think I'd ever be pushed to that point again. And I was pushed to that point, and I sat on my chair and I sobbed and sobbed. But luckily my partner came home from work And so I didn't do anything, but it was just purely because my partner came home from work.
Can I just say to anyone that's feeling like that, just don't do it. It's not worth it. It's, you know, we need to see the justice. We need to see this getting sorted once and for all. She's not worth doing anything like this. And if you do see her live, don't go on. Don't make her the victim. We need to focus on the family that's just lost their whole world right now. They're the true victims in it all.
Yeah, she isn't a victim at all. She makes victims. That's what she does. She makes victims, and she's made an entire family a victim tonight. As far Kirsten Fake is not Kirsten. I know who Kirsten Fake is. It's not Kirsten. I promise, it's not. If it was, I'd tell her to get her ass in the box. Trust me. I'd love her to come in the box. I would absolutely love it for her to come in the box. But
See, the problem is
she won't do it because she hasn't got the balls to. She hasn't got the balls to face up to any of it. She will never have the balls to face up to any of it. She'll never have the balls to go head to head with someone who is strong enough emotionally to go toe to toe with her. She'll go with against someone who is weaker and who is vulnerable. More than happy to do that. She will be more than happy to do that. But she won't do it against someone who's strong enough to actually stand up for themselves. Ever. She hasn't got the balls to do it.
When I had a message from somebody who was first impacted by this, when I had told them about what they told me, and they had said that they had come close to ending it all as well because it just got far too much for them. They were mods before. I'm not going to name any names because they don't want to be named, but you know, it's just, you know, she would get messages that is basically saying, you know, if you don't come on my live and mod, this and this will happen. And, you know, it was the case that her parents and her carers had to step in and say, look, you know, you need to be coming off of there because it's dangerous. It's just, the fact is that if we do not stop her, this will happen again.
Yeah, 100%.
And that's the sad truth. If we don't stop her from doing it will happen again.
I'm not going to say who passed away with respect for the person and their family. When their family is ready to share what's happened, then they will. I'm not going to say who it is. And if you're honest with yourselves, I don't think you'd want someone to give your name out either. And your family definitely wouldn't want someone to give your name out. That's not okay for me to do. All I will say is that it was as a direct result of things that she said. And if you know what I mean, she preys on people who are vulnerable. So if you take someone who's vulnerable, who's already in a state where they have ideation or they SH, and it takes very little to give them a push. Literally takes very little to give them a push, and that's what she's done. That's what she's done, and it will be going to the police. We are trying to find anyone who has screen recorded any of her lives when she's been giving out medical advice. Obviously medical misinformation, but any lives where she's given out medical advice, and any lives where she has been attacking people in the comments. If anyone has any screen recordings of any of those, if you message me, and in fact I'll say it to you on here, my Facebook is very easy to find. It's my full name, Emily Jane Jones. The picture is me and my other half. Very easy to find me on Facebook. Very, very easy to find me on Facebook. And if you message me on Facebook, then I can get all the evidence that you are happy to send to me forwarded to the right person. And for people who are asking who it's about, it is about Kirsten Cunningham.
A lot of people are saying in the comments that it's a police matter, but because there will be no proof, because Kirsten will destroy evidence, and she will say that it wasn't her. She will deny it till the cows come home. So unless the other person has evidence, or unless someone from the community comes forward and says, actually, I've got evidence that this happened and this happened, it's, you know, it's, and everyone's saying it's going to happen again, it will, and this is going to be a regular occurrence, and there might even be more than one person that's done this as a result of what she's said and done. We only know that there's one person because obviously Emily had a message. It might transpire out of all of this that there might have been more than one person.
Yeah. Let's move on from that subject now, because I don't want to be upsetting and triggering any more people. Emma Louise, what are people saying? You're very gullible then. What's Emma Louise said? Have I missed a comment that Emma Louise has said? Where is it? I can't see what Emma Louise is saying. Can someone jump in the box and tell me what the feck Emma Louise is saying? Because I can't see. Oh, please, we're not vulnerable. Oh, right, you're one of her mods. I get it. Okay, Emma. Okay, then. Okay, cool. So, Emma Louise, you are welcome to jump in the box, darling. More than welcome to jump in the box. Feel free. You're more than welcome to come and jump in the box. Go for it. You want to come in and jump in the box? Come and jump in the box. You say you're not vulnerable. No, thanks, you're good. Oh, you're just going to stay on here and just spy for Kirsten. That's cool. I like the fact that you're supporting someone who's passed away. Made someone pass away, rather. Right, anyway, moving on from that. The boxes are open, so if anyone wants to share any of their own experiences with Kirsten, either as a mod or a viewer, or anyone that's got experience and want to share their experience. Emma Louise, please shut up. If anyone wants to share their experiences with Kirsten, or their experiences with their own chronic illness, obviously you're more than welcome to come up and join.
I've also just had a thought as well, completely different to what we've been speaking about, but I have seen Kirsten on live multiple times drinking a bottle of Monster. Now, a can of Monster. Now, surely, if her stomach was, you know, as paralysed as she said she was, having a fizzy drink, let alone an energy drink, would literally rip her stomach to shreds, even worse than what it already was.
Yeah.
Hello,
Julie Tops, darling. You okay?
Yeah, not bad. How are you? Just to explain, I'm really nervous. I've never done this before, but this subject is I'm so pleased that you've highlighted stuff.
Yeah, I know you were there for quite a while with Kirsten, because you were there when I was there, weren't you?
Yep. And she took me in. She had me hook, line and sinker. I was her friend. I was her mum. I sent her money. I tried to help every way I could. And then I got a message saying, you're blocked because I'm not safe around you. And I'm like, hey, what did I do? Now I think the reason that she blocked me is because I was working out the reality and it was getting too close to home for her.
100%. If you were even beginning to question her, she would have blocked you.
Yeah. I knew her better than she knew her. I could tell when she was going to do stuff and what she was going to do. And, you know, bits didn't add up, bits didn't make sense. And I'm like, hang on a minute. It just doesn't add up, and why the fuck and how the fuck. And then if I go anywhere near her lives, I get blocked and chucked out. But she's actually live at the minute.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've seen a lot of people comment that she's live. I know there's people that are screen recording her live because obviously
I don't even know how to do that, to be fair.
I can't do it on this phone. It's really annoying. My old phone I could do it on, which is funny because my old phone is the one where I've got screen recordings of all of her old videos that were on her Kiki account.
Okay, yeah.
Sally said, do you have receipts for what you sent to her financially wise? And do you have any evidence? Because Sally would love to have it, because Sally's the one who is taking all the evidence to the panel. Because
it was all on PayPal.
Well, that is amazing. There will definitely be a record of it then. Basically, we are all we're working together. There's a group of us that are all working together, and there's a multi-agency task force that are working on it, because we need to like dot all the I's, cross all the T's, make sure we can back every bit of evidence up. Yeah. And they're taking statements, and then with those statements, if you've got any evidence, and then it's done in separate sections. So there's a section that's about if you financially supported her in any way, gifted her anything, or sent her money directly. Yeah. Then there's another vein that is to do with her sending you malicious communication, so any messages that are abusive that she sent you. No,
she didn't send me any abusive messages, just the one that she didn't want to know anymore and disappeared. I was just a bit, confused, and I spent a little while trying to work out what was going on. I got one account and I got into her live to try and find out, and that was instantly blocked. And then I gave up trying, and I just sort of like watched from the distance to see if I could work out what was going on. And then I kept finding all the accounts, saying that she's a fake and this, that, and the other. And I'm like, actually, no, what happened? One of the other mods messaged me and said, did you used to be one of her mods, because she's done this, this, and this to me, and she's ignoring her. So I added her on Facebook, and we were communicating, and it was like, yeah, the same thing that she'd done to me, she'd done to this other girl. And the other girl's back right off because she's got mental health issues herself and can't be doing with Kirsten's crap. I'm still in touch with her, but I haven't been for a little while, so I'm hoping she's all right. Yeah. I've got to say, I'm a bit concerned as to who might have passed away, but I don't, whether it was somebody that I knew of or not. I'm guessing that it was.
All I'll say is that if anyone has anyone who still is connected with her, reach out to them, send them love, try and get hold of them, and then, but obviously we're not sharing any names whatsoever.
That's fair enough. I get that. I get that completely.
It's a respect thing, but it's... Yeah. Oh, Emma Louise, Sally, please deal with Emma Louise. The thing is, what we're trying to do is get as much evidence as we can, because the more evidence that we can compile, the bigger the case will be, and the stronger the case will be, because it shows a pattern of behaviour, and that's what we need to prove, that there's a pattern of behaviour. So we've got things dating back from 2018. Okay. As far as I'm aware, so all the way back from 2018, and then obviously all the way up till now. Yeah. I
know she got money out of people to pay her phone bill because she was going to get cut off, and the phone was her lifeline, and that was all she had. Yeah. And there was a bunch of people that gathered about 150 quid for that. Yeah. All together, and I chipped into that one. And then there was one time where she wanted a basin to wash her hair in, and I sent her money for that. And she never ever got it, and that annoyed me a little bit, because the only reason I sent it was so she could get this basin, and she never bought it. I don't know what the money went on, but it didn't go on a basin.
It probably went on bloody Tubby tapes or Monster energy drinks.
Oh, probably.
Fizzy pop and energy drinks, especially... if you've got POTS, which she also claims to have, and if you've got POTS, then energy drinks are a really bad idea. I've been told in no uncertain terms I need to quit the caffeine completely because I've got POTS. Yeah. And
the other one that annoys me is a few people tried to get her to have counselling, and the way she was talking, she literally had like 2 or 3 weeks left because she was, going to die. Yeah. 7, and one of her people was sort of saying, if things are this bad, get some counselling. Oh no, there's no point because I won't last long enough. Well, yes, you have. And if you're as bad as you think you are, or you say you are, why are you still here?
Yeah,
Not being
exactly.
nasty, but she should have been dead about 6 months ago, according to her.
Yeah, well, if you remember, she told us originally when it all kind of, when she started on that vein, she had 2 months.
Yeah.
She told us 2 months, and then we
Yeah.
got closer to the time, and she was like, "Oh no, they've said this is actually doing better than we thought it was. So
Yeah.
so it's probably going to be about 4 months." She told all of us this is the thing. She can't keep up with her own lies.
Yeah.
And now she's saying that all of the videos that have been shared where she says she's got FND, and then the next video where she says, "I never said I had FND," apparently that's all AI. So which one's AI? The one where she's saying she doesn't
Oh,
have
no,
it
no.
and she never said she had it, or the one where she's saying she did have it? Which one's
Yeah.
which one's AI? Because that's what I'd like to know. Which one is AI?
I don't know.
And like I've said, I mean, I said earlier, you weren't on here because for some reason my TikTok was being funny and I could only invite 10 people at a time, and then loads of people joined, and so I couldn't keep on inviting people. But I was saying that for someone who is so obsessed with their health and so obsessed with getting as many people to surround them as possible and to believe everything that comes out of their mouths. And she's got the tubes out on show. She's got a catheter bag out on show. She's got everything out on show. She's more than happy to admit she empties the catheter bag and her drainage bag into a bucket next to her bed because it's the carer's job to clean it.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't she prove that she's got all these conditions? Why wouldn't she share all the proof of her conditions? Because
It suits her not to.
well, it's because
she can't.
She can't prove any of her conditions.
Exactly.
Yeah, because she can't, because she ain't got them.
No, and like I live in Wales. In Wales, even though Wales are the ones who invented the NHS, because Anaya and Bevan was the person who came up with the NHS app doesn't work here. Even though, again, we created the frickin' app, but it doesn't work in Wales. It doesn't work in Scotland either. So I can't pull up my records on my phone. However, I have every single diagnosis I have ever received on pieces of paper. They're called letters, and they get sent through the post.
Yeah, I've got them as well.
Isn't that weird that you'd have them as well, Jill?
Yeah.
I mean,
I have them as well because I'm autistic.
oh, Nikki, you have letters. You have proof that you have all these conditions. That's strange, isn't it? She must be the only person in this country that doesn't have any letters to prove that she has any of her diagnoses.
Yeah. She's a sad bunny.
I think I've sent you a friend's request on Facebook so I can send you the videos, hopefully.
Yeah, that's fine. Anyone can request me on Facebook.
Has your husband got dark hair?
Yes.
Yes, then I have sent you. I'll come off and I'll send the videos over. I just wanted
Perfect.
to
Thank you,
check.
darling.
That's all right.
Are you following me, Emily?
I think so. I think we followed each other ages ago.
Okay. PM me after you come off live and send me an email address, and I'll see if I can get some screenshots to you.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. Thank you, darling.
Because I'm not expecting to get anything back, but I think that what she's doing is completely and utterly bloody wrong, because there's genuine people out there with genuine issues and genuine needs. And to
Exactly.
have somebody like that, I think, is despicable.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. Completely agree.
But,
Bethany, you can't find me on Facebook. I should be easy to find. It's literally my face and my other half's face. Emily Jane Jones, all spelt in the traditional way. Because my parents were boring and just gave me boring names.
I'm going to drop, but I'll send you the videos.
All right, then. Thank you very much, darling. You're a star.
That's all right. Bye.
Bye, darling. Yeah, exactly, Sonny. What are these strange strips of thin tree that contain medical diagnoses? I know we're talking about magical, mystical things that don't exist. But yeah, exactly. At this point, if she wasn't lying, she'd be flaunting the diagnosis letters. She'd be going,
she'd be proving her point, wouldn't she? And she isn't.
She'd be going, look, see, they're all lying. Look, I've got this. Look, I've got that. So where is the proof?
Yeah,
I mean, to be
she's
fair,
so
if I'm
bullshit.
amazing at AI, then surely she should be even better, because she's so much younger than me, so she should be even better. So she should be able to AI some of these diagnoses letters.
Abby's asked, why has no one contacted a paper yet? I think there's process to go through, Abby, that you need to follow in order for it to work properly.
Yeah, we could send Bethany, I stupidly sent my diagnosis letter to the mods. You weren't stupid. Loads of people did that. Loads and loads of people did that. Because she makes you prove that you're ill.
Yeah.
Oh no, they've gone. Okay. Yeah, the thing with Kirsten is she will convince everyone that she's ill, or try her best to convince everyone that she's ill, but then will argue the toss with everyone that they're lying. So in order to say, I'm not lying, you send her evidence of your conditions, which unfortunately she then uses for herself.
Yeah.
If you actually look in a lot of the videos, you can see on her windowsill is a printer.
Oh, crikey.
There's a printer on her windowsill.
Yeah. I don't know. Right, I'm going to get going now because I need to go for a week. And well done for what you're doing, and I'll send you the stuff through when I'll go through and screenshot it all.
All right, perfect. Thank you very much, Jill.
No problem. Take care.
Take care, darling. Take care.
Bye.
Jesus Christ, what are you doing, Tatty? Hey! Swear to God, my cats. I don't know what the hell's going on with them tonight. Oscar's off his face. Oscar has taken his gabapentin and his Loxicom and is currently completely KO'd on the sofa. It's very cute.
Hiya.
Hi, darling. Welcome back.
I'm in a pamphlet. I tried having a ham sandwich and my tummy doesn't like me.
Oh, darling, I'm sorry. The only thing I can eat, and it's going to sound really, really stupid, the only thing I can eat when I am in a pain flare and it's affecting me that badly is toast with Lurpak butter on it. And it has to be Lurpak.
I don't know why, but I really fancied, and it was only like one bit of bread, like folded in half, but I really fancied it. And
Yeah.
I was like, but now I'm like, no, that really wasn't a good idea. But hey ho, you got to go with it sometimes.
Yeah. You do. You have to try, but unfortunately it's not as much fun coming up as it is going down. Oh my
No,
God.
it's like pain underneath my rib area, underneath my like left breast area kind of thing. It's like an intense, like almost like a stitch, but it's like really intense pain like there, and it's just like it doesn't matter how much different, like I sit, position, anything, it just hurts. Like, every time I eat, I'm like, this fine, okay. I'm dreading. I've got surgery in September. I'm absolutely dreading it because when I last had surgery in April, it made everything worse, and I'm like, oh, I'm not looking forward to this again.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you. I only eat Lurpak, lol, anything else doesn't agree yet. I'm exactly the same. For some reason, my body just rejects anything else. It just goes no.
Oh, my cat likes Dairy Dunkers at the moment, and Baby Bell cheese.
Fair. I can understand that.
Well, we watched a street cat called Bob the other day.
Oh, is it good? Because I've got it, but I haven't seen it yet.
Really, really good. And a Christmas Bob or whatever, the one at Christmas as well is really good. So we watched it, but in part of it, the cat's eating Dairy Dunker. So, of course, my 9-year-old daughter was like, Mummy, can we feed Binks Dairy Dunker? So, oh, my God. And, of course, I had a Dairy Dunker, and the cat wanted to have it. So I was like, okay.
Solid name for a cat. I approve of that name for the cat.
Yeah, Binks from Hocus Pocus.
Yeah.
Even though my Binks is a girl and Hocus Pocus is a boy.
Yep.
She's still called Binks. Aren't you, Binksy? Yeah,
bye, Emma. Have fun. Glad we're boring you. Not getting any ammo to throw back at your bestie. Go have fun with her. She's about time.
She literally just had the tiniest little bit. It's fine. It literally was a tiny little bit off the, the wrapper that you literally get, the bare minimum. She literally licked it for the 2 seconds. Didn't really get anything off, and that was it. I'm not going to do any harm to my cat or kill my cat. My cat is my life, is my family. In the nicest possible world, she eats and drinks normal stuff compared to some animals that I know. She's got a very normal cat diet, and to be fair, it's in moderation. They can have tiny little bits here and there. It's not literally going to kill her with the amount she had.
No, it's the two no-nos with cats are onions and chocolate.
and I wouldn't. She, to be honest with you, I was really reluctant to give her the cheese, but she was looking at me like I was like doing everything wrong. Bless her. I was like, "Mummy, please," but literally, it was like the smallest, tiniest little bit. You know, it was like you wouldn't even give a mouse. It was like smaller than you give a mouse, kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? It was probably pointless in even giving it to her, but it satisfied her. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not going to like do it. I'm not. I don't want to be done for cruelty to animals. Do you know what I mean?
No, Julie's just said she didn't mean it in a bad way. She's autistic, and she can't.
Okay, that's okay. I just don't want to be told off on TikTok for doing anything wrong. That's all, because you can easily get told off on this app. So,
hey, Kiki. Kiki's cat likes coffee. Well, fair dues. If you want to let your cat have coffee, I wouldn't let any of my fecking cats near caffeine. They're bad enough on catnip.
Yeah, it's like say my cat does not need any help.
Well, to be fair, all of the girls, Kiki and all the other girls, have seen my cats. My cats usually, because I've got 4 rescue cats. I got Oscar first, so he's the little old man cat, and then we had Tatty and Kate, who from the same litter, and their mum and the other kittens were all attacked in a barn by the farm dog, and them 2 were rescued. So I took them in, and I was only supposed to take them in, nurse them up to good health, and then rehouse them. But my son and partner fell in love with them, so they are now our cats. And then my partner was in work, and one of the girls was selling kittens, and there was one kitten that no one wanted because he was jet black. So the farmer was going to deal with him. So Christian went straight there, picked him up, and then messaged me and said, "I'm bringing a cat home." And I was like, "Kitten!"
Yeah, I must admit, we had Dan's cats, Pink and Floyd. Unfortunately, my partner Dan's neighbours, where he used to live, should we say, liked cats in other ways. And Pink went missing just before Dan moved. So we never know. Unfortunately, we never knew what happened to Pink. So we obviously had Floyd, and then I had Binks and Dottie. So I got Binks first, and then I got Dottie. And Dottie was like the runt of the litter. She kind of, bless her, she never grew up, bless her. We called her Diddy Dottie. Yeah, and unfortunately we've only got Binks left now, and I'm dreading the day Binks isn't with us. Do you know what I mean? I know it's going to happen one day, but you know when you don't want to. I mean, Dottie and Floyd are still with us in pictures all over the house, bless them. So, but yeah, it's like Binks, Dottie and Floyd were both there from the word go from when Johanna was born. So, and especially Binks has been like a mum to my daughter. It's kind of like they're really on it with kids, and yeah, Binks was the one that was kind of every time Johanna cried or anything, she was on it.
LBJW. Yes, it's been covered. It's 100% true, 100% fact. I'm not sharing who it is out of respect for the person's family. If any of you know anyone in her circle, please reach out to them.
But please don't mention names, guys, because it is out of disrespect, please.
Yes. And if you do
find people have been trying to message me to get named, I'm not. You can message me in the nicest way. Well, yeah, I'm not going to give names and details out of respect.
Wait, can I say something?
Yeah, of course you can.
Thank you for letting me in.
You're welcome. You're welcome. We're talking. The live is about Kirsten, but now we're talking about kittens, as you do. Mine are absolutely batshit crazy. Like, they're all currently resting, which means that we're going to have like psycho mode will be unleashed soon. And I've got Tatty's this big fluffy fat thing that literally looks like a Persian cat, but is jet black. And then Katie's
talk. It's fine. I'll wait.
Cade is missing an eye because he decided he's our sick kitty that's always got something bloody wrong with him, so he lost an eye. And then Blue was the latest addition, and he's part Siamese and obviously part inbred farm cat thing, because he is, oh my God, he is the craziest out of all of them. He can open doors. You can open doors if they're closed. He can get his claws in them and pull them open. that way, and if the door is fully shut, he will jump up and open the door handle. And when you sat on the toilet having a poop and there is no one in the house by you and the cats and the door handle starts going, let's just say it was lucky I was sat on the toilet, because it scared the ever-living crap out of me. And then I worked out it was Blue, and it was just like, are you for real? Are you really trying to break into the bathroom? What the actual hell? What have you done? Oh my God. Because he scared the scared the living crap out of me. And it's just like, what?
At least you were on the toilet, I guess.
Yeah.
There was...
It was lucky I was on the toilet. Honest to God, it was absolutely freaking terrifying.
But Emily, if it was someone trying to break in, they would have had a bit of a shock, I guess, wouldn't they? Let's face
Definitely. It would have
It
been,
would have
just
been
like,
quite funny.
do you mind just burglarising downstairs, please? I'm having a poop. Go away.
But what made me laugh, just like on a really random note, I've had people nick my post, right? And one of the funniest things is it was actually like catheters that they nicked. So I would have paid to have seen them literally open that up just for sheer giggles. Do you know what I mean? Just because I don't think they realised what they were getting.
Oh, that's it.
I loved it. I was just like, yeah, I'm going to take my post and try and, fake it. Like, fine, go ahead. But you're getting catheters, so you're not really going to get anything from it. I mean, I guess Kirsten would have liked it, but...
Ellie, yes, something is being done. Basically, if anyone has any evidence about Kirsten giving advice out and things like that, if you could message me, I'll tell you who to send it to. What did you want to say, Jordan?
No, it was just to say that Mother Munchie and Quinn are currently live, and I just went in to see what was going on there, and people are going to her and Quinn and basically assuming that it's them that's passed away, so they're getting messages left, right and centre. So I was just going to say that don't just assume, wait until you find out.
Yeah, Jordan, Mother Munchie didn't know until I told her anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. No, it was just because they had said that they were getting messages left, right and centre thinking that they'd passed away and stuff, so...
Yeah, the thing is, it's because of the majority of us going hard on her, it's going to be an assumption that it's going to be someone that's going hard on her and that's going after her. Or there's going to be an assumption of, like, there's a couple of people that are going to spring...
Everyone's worried about everyone.
Yeah, and there's going to be a couple of people that spring to mind for everyone. And it is the worst possible news. It is the worst possible news. But what I will say is, as awful as every single one of us feel, and as hurt as every single one of us feel.
Do you think
the
she's fully aware of it? This more like what's actually been announced kind of today. Do you think she's actually aware of it, or is just in denial about it, or would you? Do you know what I mean?
She has claimed it was nothing to do with her.
Because that's what I thought, but I thought it was all like she was being a bit blasé about it. So I'm thinking, actually, is she fully aware of it? Does she know the full extent of it, kind of situation?
As from what someone was commenting before my last live ended, someone has told her, and she has full knowledge of what's happened, and she is denied having any involvement, and that it's absolutely nothing to do with her, and that our claims are unfounded.
Right, okay. I mean, fair enough. In the nicest possible way, I don't know whether it could be classed as the N word in the nicest possible way by associate. Do you know what I mean? It could.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention things because I know TikTok's very filtered in some ways more than others, but it's quite concerning that obviously we know there is a direct link, and I don't know whether I don't know, it's a hard one.
The thing is, like, I was saying before you came back into my live, even if it wasn't 100% all on her, Kiki, someone has passed away as a direct result of Kirsten. And I'll say that, and she can come after me. Come after me, Kirsten. I fucking dare you to come after me. I dare you to come after me. Come to my fucking door. You know?
It may not have been everything, but it was a significant part towards it. I mean, and that's the difference there. It was probably 90-10 maybe. I'm not, I'm just putting numbers out there, so don't quote me anyone please, but I know that it was a huge association with it that has obviously done damage, unfortunately, and it's such a shame that it's got to this point. And not sounding horrible, it was only a matter of time, sadly, because the situation is getting desperate now, and the sooner this app can do something to protect people and her, the better, because I think she needs protecting as well in the nicest possible way from how cruel people can be and how unkind people can be, because she doesn't deserve that. No one does, in the nicest way. I wouldn't wish anything on my worst enemy, because karma dishes his own stuff out, do you know what I mean? So karma will follow up and deal with her in the appropriate way if something has happened. But I just, it's hard, isn't it? You don't ever expect to come across this situation, and we've all kind of come across it in the most unnerving of circumstances.
Yeah. No, as far as how do we know about this information? Well, Katie brought it to my attention, but other people have come on and said that people, I'm not going to mention names because the people that came on aren't currently on my live, so I'm not going to use their names. But we've been told that someone was on the live at the same time. They saw the abuse that this person was receiving. They saw the advice this person received, and now this person has passed away. So whether she was the one that was the straw that broke the camel's back, or she was the one that put all the fucking straw on the camel, she's caused the passing away of someone.
Yeah,
that's made me so angry. Like, I'm shaking. I'm so angry.
The thing is in the nicest way, let's get angry and even in the right way by getting the appropriate help and support that she needs to come off the app and to not do this to anyone else. That's the right thing to do. Everyone now can go, like the kids that unfortunately lost their lives in at the dance thing, a few weeks back. People went out and rioted, do you know what I mean? That's got nowhere. Them kids and parents are still suffering, them people are still suffering. So
yeah, and I don't want anyone to go after Kirsten. I don't want anyone to go after her mods, because that is not going to help this situation. We need to keep everything as tight as we can. And if anyone has any videos whatsoever of her having a go at anyone in her live, or giving out medical advice in her live, if anyone has any screen recordings of those things, if you could message me, I will direct you to where it needs to go to, so that we can get this pushed through as fast as possible. We all knew that this was going to happen. We all said it at the very fucking start, that it was only a matter of time before someone was seriously hurt or unalived because of her. And lo and behold, it's happened.
We just all need to remember now, though, we need to respect who it's happened to, the family, friends, and everyone around them.
Yeah.
And and please, no one go for Kirsten in the nicest possible way. There is something going on there, and yes, it's wrong. But if it was you and you genuinely needed help, but you didn't know it and you weren't in that right place, you would not want people coming for you.
No.
Because it's not fair, it's not right. It needs to be done in the right way, and it will be done in the right way. But unfortunately, the process takes a long time. Agencies need to come together, people need to come together, evidence needs to be applied. So it adds to the evidence. Carry on sending information to Emily and Sally and those that are involved with the evidence. But please, no one go out for her. No one go on her lives and rub her up the wrong way, because that's fueling the fire, and it's just going to make the situation worse. And we don't want that, and she doesn't deserve that. She is a normal human being at the end of the day as well. Yes, she's doing things wrong, but please, treat people how you want to be treated.
Yeah.
Hi guys, can I just talk for a second?
Yeah.
I'm sort of very new to all this, and I've really sort of I'm coming from a carer's background, and it's rubbed me up the wrong way so much because it's mainly giving out the medical advice that's irked me so much and absolutely broke my heart with what she's telling people to do. I know Sally's on now. I think I've just seen her coming in. So I've tried to send the video from tonight's recording. It's nearly an hour long. I don't want to cut it down because I don't want to miss anything, because obviously there'll be it was going so bloody quick. But I think I've figured out a way. Just somebody tell me with technical knowledge that will actually, I'm a bloody Gen Xer. I haven't got to grips with all this. So if I send it to my Google Drive and it'll save the whole thing on there, can I then send it with somebody?
I think
And
you can
it'll
send
save
it.
the whole thing.
Yeah, you can
think you can
share
send
it
it
with X, Y, and Z. Sorry, it's just my husband's IT.
Oh,
So-
brilliant. Genius. Thank you.
Speak to Kiki.
Yay!
You can't
I won't mind. I did a
stuff
bloody
as you
course
go
on
along.
IT tech and I still can't do it.
I can't do it, but he tells me how to do it, and I'm like, okay, that was easy.
Right, okay. Fabulous. Could somebody DM me an email to send it through to, please? And then
Emily, do you wanna?
I can figure out how to do that then.
If you send me a message on here, Chunky, I will. I don't want to call you Chunky. What's your actual name? That feels awful.
It's Sarah, but there's too many Sarahs out there.
There are lots of Sarahs out there. Yeah, if you send me a message, then I will, when I come off live, which won't be far away because I want to set my meds.
Yeah.
When I come off live, I'll read my messages and then I'll share the email address with you that it needs to be sent to.
Fabulous. All right then. Thank you, my love.
We've got a
If there was
specific
any
email address for all of the evidence.
Right. Also, can I just say, so sad what's happened, but love to everybody.
Love to you too, darling.
All right.
If there is any problems, Sarah,
Yep.
just message me on TikTok and I can talk you through it if you want.
Right. Can I add you?
Message
Can I
Emily.
follow you all from your names? Oh yeah, I've got that. Follow. Yay! I'm figuring it out.
Don't worry, I'm a Gen Xer as well. It's fine. It took me.
I know.
I'm
I've just
a-
basically sat in the background and watched what people have done.
I'm a
Yes, yes.
millennial. So
Yeah, look at you, you're young gun. I'm old.
You're a mineral.
millennial.
Oh
It's
god,
'cause
that
I
girl,
watched
she
that
made me
damn video.
absolutely howl. Oh, right. I've got your name on anyway.
Yeah, I'm a Gen Xer, and I sit there.
Can
and
somebody
I can
chuck me off? Because I don't know how to do that bit.
Yeah, I can do that. That's fine.
Cheers, love. See you in a bit.
See you, darling. Take care. Yeah, no, I'm a Gen Xer, and I still don't know. I don't know how to do the green screen thing. I don't know how to pull pictures up while I'm doing. I don't know how to do any of that. But Sally's going to talk me through it at some point, so
If
I'll
I was
actually
born
do
in
it.
the 90s, what am I then? Because I'm not a millennial.
Millennial.
Am I a millennial then?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mine's 1990.
Yeah, I'm 1990.
Yeah, so you're a millennial.
Off
A
you young
millennial,
bastards.
not mineral. Sorry. Because there's this, I don't know if anyone's come across the video. There's a video and there's a girl and she's like, I'm a mineral, okay? Can someone please tell Gen Xers that blah, blah, blah? And she keeps saying she's a mineral. And I pick up weird little things. So obviously I've picked that up. And I'm like, oh, for God's sake, stop saying that. You're a millennial, not mineral.
Does any
Oh.
Okay, she dropped then. Sexy mummy, I haven't heard from you for
You're
ages.
Gen Z.
Hey Emily, how are you?
You're right, Colin. I'm all right. I'm in pain, but what's fucking new?
Yeah, I feel the same, hon. I just felt I'd just pop on tonight. I was watching since Safi were in the box, and it really got to me a little bit about what you were saying about this person. It's absolutely heartbreaking, and I just wanted to say, I don't know what to say, to be honest. I've only been on Kirsten's live a handful of times in the past since I was blocked as a mod, really. You think you was a mod at the same time, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, when it happened. Because I know we were turned against each other over something or other. But yeah, I just can't believe what's going on, and I just wanted to give my condolences to everybody and just say what a sad situation it is, and that I do still remember you, and I was friends with nearly everybody, and she just split everybody up, and yeah, I just wanted to come on and say hello, really.
All right, lovely to hear from you. She broke all of us up because all of us were starting to work out the truth, and she didn't want us comparing the notes. That's essentially what it was. She didn't want us comparing notes.
Exactly, yeah, I agree.
Misunderstood your Gen X the same as me.
What,
Sorry, you guys had to go through that.
Yeah, I mean, I got to the point where I were PayPaling her money for supplies, medical supplies, and also buying her pyjamas from Shein on a wish list and all sorts. But yeah, that obviously didn't count for anything. But I know a lot of other people have been gullible and.
It's not being gullible. This is the thing. I do want to say, like, to yourself and to anyone else that's in here that modded for her or that followed her and sent stuff to her. You are not gullible. You are not stupid. You are not anything negative whatsoever. What you are is a caring human being that saw someone who you believed to truly be in need of help, and you helped them. And that's in my opinion, being a good human being. That's how I'm bringing my son up. I'm bringing my son up to be a kind human being. That's what I want him to be. I want him to be nothing but a kind human being. And as Sophie's rightfully put it, we weren't gullible. We were manipulated. And I really, really struggled. Yes, you can in a second, Jordan. I really struggled when I was modding, when I stopped modding for her, when I first stopped modding, because I'd been in a DV relationship. Sorry, trigger warning. I've been in a DV relationship for 8 years, and I got out of that relationship, and it wasn't until I'd got out of that relationship that I saw all the red flags. And I thought that I was ready to see those red flags again. I thought I would see them plain as day. But obviously with Kirsten, because it was a different type of relationship, I didn't see those red flags at all.
Yeah, I understand that.
And afterwards, those red flags are really, really obvious. And you sit there and think, how could you be so stupid? How could you fall for that? And everything negative turns internal. Every single thing that you think, it turns internally. And if you don't have other people to share your story with and to talk to about it, it becomes all encompassing, and it does all turn in on yourself. Whereas I looked out, there was a group of us mods that left together, so we could all support one another. Whereas I feel for all the people that were like yourself, that were booted out singularly, and where we were told, don't speak to that person, they're a liar, they've done this, they've done that, don't speak to them, don't have anything to do with them. If you're going to talk to them, then I don't want to talk to you.
I totally agree. Yeah, that's how it's. Like I said, I've popped in, I can't even count on a hand in the last year, and I just say hello, and none of the mods are the same. I did make friends with one of the mods. She doesn't follow me back or anything anymore, Kirsten, but she hasn't blocked me. She just says, hello, how are you? And I don't really go into detail about anything. I just ask her how she is. She just basically said, oh, don't worry, there's reasons why they're not mods anymore.
Someone likes to...
I guess she's including me in that, but hey.
Are we having people being reported, are we?
Oh, yeah. I've gone against community guidelines, apparently, and if I go against it again, I won't be able to go live again. Well, so I've appealed it, said I've done nothing wrong, prove what I've done wrong. I don't think I have done anything wrong, have I?
No, you haven't done anything wrong. No. I got reported, my first live I did, where Johnny Boy came on and decided to start having a go at me and Heather. I got reported for driving. I'm sat in my fucking living room. I'm quite obviously have curtains behind me. Where am I driving? I've never driven in my life. I don't have a license. I don't have a car. Can't drive. The
Well, he
fact that I
kept
drive it.
requesting me. He literally would not stop requesting me to be friends with him. And it made me feel really uncomfortable because he messaged me, and obviously it only allows you to send 3 messages, doesn't it? Until you friend and friend. And like, I didn't want it. And I said, stop, please. And he said, no, I need to urgently talk to you. So I just blocked him because I was like...
I like that secret head driving Kay up the wall. Right, sorry, Jordan, what did you want to say, darling?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to come on and basically just obviously say that if anybody has been affected by this, you know, obviously I apologise. You didn't deserve to go through what you did. But most importantly, as much as we've all been impacted, there's a family now that have been impacted and they need to be front and centre of our attention. We need to get justice for the person that lost their life. And that's my concern. I will do all that I can with anyone to bring that girl, not bring her down, because as much as anyone, I recognise that the girl needs help. She needs a bit of mental help. She needs to realise that what she's done is wrong, because and someone else has messaged me and said this, but getting the police involved will do nothing. If she doesn't realise the extent of what she's done wrong, you know, getting the police involved will just be, she'll just essentially laugh in her face, because she doesn't understand what she's done wrong. She doesn't understand that lying about her conditions, you know, driving people to the point of into, I'm not going to say it, but you know, basically driving people to the point of despair. If she doesn't see, if she can look at that and can't see anything wrong with it, it's her head that's messed up.
I think the hardest thing is, though, Jordan...
and that's all I'm going to say.
I'm going to say, Jordan, the hardest thing is, though, when mental health is involved, the police have to take different considerations in place, unfortunately, and it's harder to progress with things because of the mental health side of it. It's proving that they've got mental understanding, there's proof of mental capacity and lots of different things. So it's not as black and white as some people may think. That's why it's taken longer. And even with this case that's just happened now, unfortunately it's not all going to be cut and dry, clear as day. There's got to be probably potentially years of investigation to go on to look into everything behind it all and really dig deep into actually the background of it all. But it's you know, unfortunately mental health is good and bad, but people do use it in the wrong way, which gives it the bad thing. And it's, you know, someone can go, oh, I've got mental health problems, so I'll just go and do something on a street corner and get away with it, even though they probably haven't got mental health problems, but they know the police will go, oh, we can't do anything because we don't want to be seen affecting people with mental health, because people say that it's a get out thing, and we don't know if a person's actually outsmarting us and know what she's actually up to, but just playing the cards that she's dealt and dealing us different cards at the same time.
Yeah. Charlotte, are you okay, darling?
Hi.
Hey.
It's just really sad, really, because there's people out there that have got chronic illnesses and stuff like that, and they find it hard to get equipment and stuff. But lying about it is just disgusting in my eyes.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Pardon?
I completely agree.
I've got autism. I've got really bad anxiety. I don't go out on my own. I live in supported living. And like the way she behaves with people is just vile, because there's no need for it.
Yeah.
And lying about it, karma comes around and it'll bite you in the mouth.
Yeah. That's the thing. Karma will come for her eventually, and it's just waiting for that moment.
Yeah. I mean, I've got mental health, and I'm struggling at the minute because I'm on my own. So people just need to stop lying like that lady, that Kirsten or whatever.
She's damaging the chronic community. She really, really is. And it's hard enough to get us to be taken seriously without people like her.
That lady, do you know what I mean? She's gone and done what she's done because of another person.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's just absolutely disgusting.
I think people need to understand that we don't actually know fully what conditions are confirmed, not confirmed, to what extent or what degree. So we can't say that because we haven't fully seen everything to come to, you know, it's hearsay at the moment because she won't provide evidence. There seems to be something new every single day. And she then changes her mind or forgets what she said, so it's making it very hard to fully understand what is going wrong. But until some sort of proof is provided, either be it to appropriate professionals and maybe not even us, but it's something else, like proper documents need to come together and have a full understanding of what is actually going on, because at the moment I don't think anyone really knows.
No, well, the thing is, we know she's not disabled. We know she's not paralysed. That much has been like, and again, everything I say here is based on what she says. She says that she is fully paralysed from the waist down, so total paralysis from the waist down, and she states that she has a totally paralysed stomach. So these are my points that we have evidence for. The proof she's lying about those things. So we know she can stand up. We know she can walk. We know that she is more than capable of moving herself very easily from her wheelchair to her bed.
She can eat gummy sweets.
Yeah, we know she can eat. I mean, if any of you saw that video where she goes from the living room into the kitchen to boil the kettle for water, you'll have seen her open the fridge door and it was literally full of food. Why someone who literally can't eat a single thing would have a full fridge is beyond me.
Do you want the answer to that? She provides food and surplus stuff for her carers. They can come and help themselves if they need stuff. So that's why she has them for guests, for carers. And she may have the odd digestive biscuit if people come round. But that's why she has a full fridge, to make sure her guests are catered for, is what she said.
So that's her excuse. So I've had, my best friend used to be a carer. She's now a radiographer. Haha! I remember the word. She's now a radiographer, which is funny because I've been in radiology department so many frigging times you'd think I'd know the word off by heart by now. But no. She's a radiographer now, but she was a carer for years. And you're not allowed to eat your client's food. You're literally not allowed to. So that's bullshit. Her dad...
I know, Emily, when we were with a family nearer the time, we did sit down with the family and just sit around the bed and all have a cup of tea and biscuit.
Yeah.
That's all we kind of... I say got away with. That's all we kind of... we were allowed to do, because it wasn't, you were there to do a job at the end of the day. You weren't allowed to eat any food like what was in her fridge. But yeah, when we sat down and had like biscuits and tea, is because they wanted to keep things as normal as possible around the time that we were caring. And we did that, and he thought he saw us as friends, and he saw us as part of his family, and it just kept it more. So we done what we had to do, had a little sit down for 5 minutes. We often took it as our break, but you're not allowed to, like I said, you're not allowed to do that.
No, you're not. And she accused one of her carers of stealing food for her son, which is horrific. Horrific things. She said it on live. She accused a carer of stealing food for her son.
Is that who she said she was going to charge for the missing items?
Yeah.
I only heard the end of it. I said, I'm going to charge her for the items that are missing. It's not an excuse. It's not okay. That's all I heard.
Yeah, apparently this, and she said out loud, the carer stole food to feed her son. So
Well,
it's just that for my the way that I look at it, and the evidence that I've collated, and the evidence that I have seen, she can eat. And this is not just evidence that I've seen. This is evidence she has actually sent me. She has sent me photographs of food she was eating.
John gave her food the other night in the live, Emily.
Yeah, so I know she can eat. We all know she can eat. So this whole my entire stomach is completely paralysed, bullshit. We've all seen her stand, walk, and weight bear on both legs and move her legs on her own when she's laid down. So that's bullshit. Right, the femoral line thing. We know that's bullshit because of the video that was put up the other day where you can see her drainage bag, her catheter, and her NJ tube that is dangling down, and there is no femoral line whatsoever. Also, we also know you don't go home with a fucking femoral line without a nurse coming round to give you your meds through it. So she's just talking absolute freaking shit.
We also know that you wouldn't get an extension or be allowed for cleanliness reason extension to go from your groin all the way up your stomach, all the way through your bra area and at the top.
Yeah.
You would not be allowed to cross-contaminate between areas with extensions. And to get an extension that long, to be able to go that far, you've got probably extension on extension because they're not that long. Because to have it dangling out as much as she has got it dangling out, I'm not being funny, that's quite an impressive quite an expensive, like double extension at that. It's quite an like she's done good for sizing, to be fair, to get it from one point to the other if she has got one in. But if she has got one in, how is she not septic at the moment? Because she definitely doesn't do sterile technique. She definitely touches everything. And
yeah, she has no aseptic technique at all.
It took me years of practice to do non-touch aseptic technique and like fully sterile technique. Do you know what I mean? And even doing it in my home was completely doing it into hospital and into ambulance work. But I would never go, what you're doing is right, Kirsten, because it's not.
Yeah. And then also you've got to remember the fact that she enters her catheter bag and her drainage bag into a bucket underneath her bed, which makes the entire area contaminated. The entire area is contaminated.
Well, that just made me feel sick, the thought of that.
And what annoys me is she can wheel herself to the bathroom. There is no excuse. There is no reason why she can't empty both bags into the toilet like any other normal person on the planet would do. I've had the flu and I've literally dragged myself. I was living in a flat at the time, had the flu, and in the end, I ended up in hospital because I had pneumonia, which was not fun. I dragged myself from the living room, army crawling to get to the bathroom, and climbed onto the toilet, went to the bathroom, and then got back down again and army crawled back into the living room where, bless her, my mum had come up to see me and my then partner and had dragged our mattress into the living room so we didn't have to go into 3 different rooms. And she came up and cooked food for us and just left portions of it there for us to just whack in the microwave. We were so ill, but we did it. And I'm sorry, she has no excuse whatsoever. Absolutely no excuse. So we know that's bullshit. So
even the showering, Emily, even with the femoral line, there is specific dressings in and out the community and in the hospital that you can put over it that will keep it clean and dry to a certain point, that you can go and sit on a special shower seat, have a wash, do what you need to do, and then clean the area. We make it clean and set. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say.
Aseptic.
That's it. So my meds are starting to kick in. It's great fun. But just make sure the area's all clean again. Do you know what I mean? And if you have to rechange dressing, you do it. But it doesn't stop you from having a shower. I mean, I've had showers with my central line in. Yes, you've got to try and keep it dry. But do you know what? It got wet. We changed it. We cleaned it. We dried it. We done what we need to do. And it was okay.
Yeah. Okay, Julie. Sleep well, darling. Anna, do you want to share your story?
So she said... So I was on... Oh, I'm not very good at talking, sorry.
Don't worry, take your time.
She basically... I was on one of her lives. So basically I was trying to work out, at the start of it, whether she was faking it or whether she wasn't. and what was going on. She basically attacked me over one of the lives. So basically was like, you've got like basically said to me, oh, I've got nothing wrong with me, whatever she said. And I'm like on end of life care or palliative care. And then she went absolutely mental. I don't know what went on. I don't know.
Yeah, that's her MO. No one else is sick. It's only her. Only her on the entire planet is sick. Everyone else is faking. Everyone else is lying. No one else is sick. Just her. In her own little bubble, in her own little world where she is the sickest person on the planet and she is permanently on end of life care and permanently has 2 months left to live.
And then a couple of weeks later, she then messaged me and was like, she needed money for feeding tubes. She needed money for like glucose tablet things. Like literally, she asked me for like £200.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Can I ask, Anna, and you don't have to share this on here if you don't want to, it's just Sally's actually in our live. Did you ever send her any money?
No, I didn't, because fortunately, before I did, I found, like, obviously, people that were saying, like, she is not telling the truth over stuff.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I was wise and was like, no.
Do you still have the messages off her that she sent you? Sally's just asked the exact same question.
I can have a look.
Yeah, she won't have deleted them. I can guarantee you she won't have deleted them because she doesn't. So if you go on, if whatever app it was that you were messaging her on, especially if it was on Messenger, if you search for a name, it should pull it up.
I'm talking to people. But yeah, she, I don't know. She's just crazy. But yeah, I'll have a look at the messages to see whether she is on there or whether she isn't.
Perfect. If she is, send me a message. I'll send you, and if you haven't already, I'll send you my Facebook details, and you can either send the detail. You can send the screenshots to me, or you can send them direct to Sally, who's in the live right now, because she's the one that's collating all of the evidence. Bless her heart. So there's me, Sally, Heather, and there's about 10 of us, I think, all working together to try and collate all of the evidence together. Sally does lives every day, and her lives are all fact-based. So she basically proves what Kirsten's lying about, and with people who are suffering with the condition she apparently has. And so they can prove basically that Kirsten's talking absolute shit. So that's how Sally's lives go. My lives tend to be a bit more volatile because it's about people because my lives are given people who have experiences from her, direct experiences, and I'm trying to give those people a voice so they can stand up and say, she did this to me, she did that to me, or she tried to do this and that to me. And then I forward people on to Sally so that she can collate the evidence, because the more evidence we have, the more of a chance that we can do something about it. So,
Emily, have you got a WhatsApp?
I do.
Okay, I might drop you. I've already dropped you a message anyway, but I might drop you a message if you're happy to share numbers.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine, yeah.
Just so, because then I can kind of let you know what I needed to let you know anyway on there, because it might be a little bit easier.
Yeah, that's fine. If you message me on Facebook, it's, like I said, Emily Jane Jones, my face, and my partner. My partner's head.
I'm not going to remember that at 1:30 in the morning. I've already messaged you on here, so you might have an inbox from me on here.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll send you my details on there, and then we can get it all.
Because I don't remember yesterday, let alone the day before
Don't worry, I'm exactly the same. The joy of brain fog. That's the thing. Chronic illness comes with all these lovely comorbidities that they don't warn you about. And it's like, no, why can't any of them be like, when every joint pops and cracks, I glow like a glow stick and it's all different colours. Why can't one of the side effects of my medication is now able to fly? No, it just must be, are you going to shit blood now?
I kid you not. Why is it though that everyone within the chronic ill community knows what a thingy-bob is, or that thingy-majig, or like, and you can say things like that, and everyone knows what you mean?
My favourite is, like, my son is so in tune with me now. I will walk into the living room and I'll be there going, and he'll hand me the thing that I'm looking for. And I don't know how he does it, but he knows exactly what I'm looking for. And he's just like, yes, you're excellent. Love you. You're the best. And then we do have a laugh because I get to say funny things like water the cats.
Yeah.
Because I was telling him to feed the cats. Well, I was telling him to feed the cats. So the next sentence after that, which should have been and put water down for them, turned into and water the cats. And so now that is what we say.
I love it. It's when...
Sorry.
It's all right, you can laugh about it. I laugh about it. It's fucking hilarious.
It's when words come out and you know the way you want to say it, but it comes out not in the way you're saying it. And it's just like, seriously, if someone spoke to me right now or actually listened to me, they would put me in a bouncy playhouse for the rest of my life, because it's just, you know, when your head's not heading and your words aren't wording.
Yep.
But you know what you want to say, and you know exactly what you want to say, but just, I mean, my partner listened to me and one of my other friends off this app who I've been so close to now, and we both had our meds, we're both sitting here, and he said, both of you need to go to sleep now. And we were like, what? And apparently for about an hour we were having this intellectual conversation that wasn't any language, it was just gobbledygook, but we were obviously enjoying the conversation with each other, and we obviously knew what each other meant.
This is the thing. When you have brain fog, it creates very funny conversations that to other people can come across as though you're on something. And it's like, no, I'm just on my chronic pain. I'm riding the pain journey right now. And that's what my brain does.
Riding the pain train that takes me to every single stop going.
Yeah. And that's why I like the meme where it says, I don't have ducks. I don't have a row. I have pigeons, and they're at a fucking rave. And it's just like, that's it. That's me. My pigeons are at a rave. There is no organisation. There is nothing. It is just mental.
Chemist.
Sorry, Charlotte, what did you say?
I say to myself, I said I'm a walking chemist.
Same.
Yeah, we rattle. You hear me coming before you see me.
Alicia, sorry, it's taken a while to get to you. What did you want to say, darling? Oh, sorry, Mr. Fred has just said, I said snow panda when I couldn't think of the name polar bear. That is fucking epic.
Hello.
They're snow pandas. Sorry,
So
Alicia.
it says porcupine instead of porcupine.
Alicia, sorry, darling.
Talking about brain fog, if my speech isn't coming out right, it's just, I'm not drunk, it's just slurring words.
Don't worry.
I'm on my meds as well, Alicia, don't worry. But we can slur together.
Yeah. So I just wanted to come on here because I knew Kirsten back in I want to say 2013, between 2013 and 2015 time. We were in the same hospital together.
Sally, please tell me you're paying attention to what Alicia's saying. Sorry, Alicia, carry on. Were you in... You don't have to answer this. Were you in hospital, or grippy sock hospital?
I was in a psychiatric unit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so she wasn't I wouldn't say I was really good friends with her. I was just sort of on the ward with her, but